I had a quote from Lee Iacocca, but I dropped it somewhere. But I have much of the same sentiment as the folks before me. I love you guys so much. CSUSB is a great place to be a teacher. I think it's a great place. But I think it's a great place to be anything. Because as many of you may know, I've been a lot of things here. I've been an undergrad, and I have been a CSUSB college dropout. And years later, a returning student, and then a magna cum laude graduate of that very same program. Apparently, it had a lot to do with learning better study skills. Check that one off. I've been a consultant here and a staff member and a program director, but now a lecturer, a teacher. And what I want to say in my little 3 minutes here is this. The good that I've taken to my class, I've taken from professors on this campus, like Dr. Acham Muftasem and Dr. Juan Delgado, and my best friend, lecturer Penny Drake Green. They all showed me exactly how to make it matter to students. In addition, working here at Cal State San Bernardino has brought me unimagined outside opportunities, like hosting a national podcast and NPR radio program called Education Insight. For that program, I've had the opportunity to interview hundreds of leaders and great thinkers in education, in government, in economics, in student psychology from Washington, D.C., from the Department of Education, right here to our campus. And what I've learned most is what needs to be done in our classrooms here in the Inland Empire, who is making meaningful change, and how they're doing it. I've spent hours with chancellors and presidents and politicians and teachers of the year at elementary schools and lots of those psychologists and role models in our house, like equity warrior Dr. Chinaka Daunachukwu of the College of Education, and President Morales, and Avi Rodriguez, who was raised in the notoriously unsafe Oasis community of migrant farm workers, only to make her way through school and become a higher education hero and a mentor to our students, as Dr. Abasino Rodriguez, who's already earned millions of dollars in grants for our students and is now a top administrator at the Palm Desert campus of CSUSB. My role models, all of these amazing people I've interviewed, have all told me that you will actually learn more from your students than you ever did as one of them. But don't you know, they were absolutely right. I've learned a lot from our students over the past few years, and everything that I've drawn from all those experts and all those psychologists is this. Our students are not the same students as we had here in 2019. So many have lost family members. Often their pre-pandemic optimism. A great many of them are still very fragile, but they're still just as brilliant as they've ever been. I've learned that all of our students right now need real, present, right in front of you, living, breathing professors whose faces are here in the room and that look like theirs, or nothing like theirs, from their culture and others that they've never experienced. They need tough classes and soft instructors who are there cheering them on, especially when they're angry or they're quiet. And they need to be able to make best friends that sit right next to them and will be there for life. And will give them leads and opportunities for employment at their company after graduation. And they'll give them the kinds of friendships that help you make it through difficult times. And who will later say things to you like, Bud, you should take a lecture position at CSUSB, like my best friend Penny did. I'm not really great at this lecture thing every single day, but I'm a lot better today than I was yesterday. And I promise that next week I will try to live up to being outstanding, because that's what my mentors have done, and that's what my students have done, and yours as well. So thank you so much for this honor. I really appreciate it, and for your friendships throughout all these wonderful years.